Hello everyone, my name is Shu Patel. My SAP ID is 56, batch P4. I am from third year of electronics. In this experiment, I am going to show the applications of precision diodes using op-amps on simulation tool LT Spice. First, we will see the difference between the precision diode and the normal diode. Normal diode, for example, silicon diode, which has a breakdown voltage of 0.7 volt. So below 0.7 volt, it will be unable to conduct for the silicon diode. Whereas for precision diode, the cutting voltage is almost equivalent to 0 volt. It is also called super diode and idle diode also. Any practical diode connected to the op-amp is called a precision diode. In this case, we have connected the positive of this diode to the output terminal of the op-amp. So this will display the positive part of the input voltage. And we have applied very small peak-to-peak voltage, which is 0.2 over here, and the frequency we have applied is 50 hertz. So let's see the output. So as you can see, only the positive side of the waveform is displayed because of this precision diode. So now let's see for the 200 hertz. As you can see, there is a little bit of distortion over here for 200 hertz. Now let's move to the 1 kilohertz frequency. As you can see, the distortion is increased as we increase the frequency. So let's increase further from 1 to 5. As you can see, the distortion is to a great extent for the frequency 5 kilohertz. So basically, as the frequency increases, the distortion also increases. So basically, half wave rectifier cannot be used for the higher frequencies. So this is the circuit for modified half wave rectifier, and we have applied the sinusoidal voltage input voltage to the negative input terminal, and we have used two precision diode. When it will be positive, when this voltage will be positive, this will be on and this will be off, therefore the output voltage will be 0, and when this will be negative, this will be off and this will be on, so the output voltage will have some value. So now let's run for the frequency 50 hertz. As you can see, for the negative half cycle, we have got a positive value. So let's increase the frequency from 50 to 200. So we are still getting a perfect positive spike for the negative input. So now let's again increase the frequency to, let's increase to 1 kilohertz. So now we are able to see a little bit of distortion over here. So now let's run the circuit for 5 kilohertz. The distortion is increased a little bit, but not as in basic basic half wave rectifier. So this clarifies that the modified half wave rectifier can be used for higher frequencies. This is the full wave rectifier circuit. Here we have used two diodes and two op amps, and all the resistance value is equal to 1k. We have supplied input sinusoidal voltage to inverting input terminal, and when this will be positive, this will, when V in will be equal to positive, this will be on and this will be off, and the output of this op amp will be negative due to uh, because this is connected to negative input terminal, and this will be supplied to this, and the final V out will be equal to the V in. And when this will be negative, this will be come off and this will be on. So after calculation by using Kirchhoff and all, we get the output equal to input. So now let's run. As you can see, for the entire sine wave we are only getting the positive spikes. So now let's increase the frequency from 50 to 200. Now let's run. So there is no difference in the output waveform as we saw in which we saw in 50 hertz frequency, which we saw for 50 hertz frequency. Now let's increase the frequency furthermore to 1 kilo. As you can see, there is a distortion, but that is very less. Still we are getting a perfect output, positive spikes. Now let's increase the frequency to 5k. As you can see, the distortion is increased a little bit, but still we are getting a perfect output waveform, which is the positive side of the sinusoidal. So we can conclude that we can use this full wave rectifier circuit at higher frequency range. So this is the positive clipper circuit, and the negative of this diode is connected to the output of this op amp, and when this input will be less than this threshold input, this diode will be on and the output voltage will be equal to the output of this op amp input voltage, and when this will be higher than this voltage, this diode will become off and the output voltage will be equal to the threshold voltage. So now let's run for 1 kilohertz frequency. Click on run. So as you can see, when the input voltage, this is the threshold voltage which we have applied, that is 3.3. So when the input voltage will be less than this threshold voltage, the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage, and when the input voltage is greater than threshold voltage, the output voltage, which is the blue color, will be equal to the threshold voltage, which is 3.3. So now let's change the value of this to minus 3.3, that is for minus VREF condition. Now run this again. So as you can see, when the input voltage will be greater than the minus 3.3, that is the threshold voltage, the output voltage will be equal to minus 3.3 volt, and when the input voltage will become less than threshold voltage, the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage. So that's all for this positive clippers. Now let's move to the negative clipper. So this is for the negative clipper circuit. Here we have changed this direction of this diode, and it is the positive of this diode is connected to the output of the op-amp. So now when this will be greater than the threshold voltage, then this diode will become on, then and the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage. And when this will be less than this threshold voltage, then the diode will become off and the output voltage will be equal to the threshold voltage. So now let's see. As you can see, when the input voltage is greater than the threshold voltage, the output and input both are same. And when the input voltage, which is this green, less than threshold voltage, the output is equal to the threshold voltage. So now let's take for minus VDF. Now let's run this. As you can see, for the input voltage greater than the minus the threshold voltage minus as you can see, the input voltage is greater than the threshold voltage, the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage. And then when it becomes lower than the threshold voltage, the output voltage is equal to the threshold voltage. So that's all for the negative clipper circuit. Also, thank you for the watching the video.